Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Hey, Captain Short Pants. You look like you're waiting in line at Disney World. What the f***? Oh. You's no Flash. Flash is red, not black. You's a suck. Hey Binks, way to go. But you still suck. Oh. Oh, hey, look, it's Ant-Man. You's a tiny. You suck. What the fuck? Uh-oh. Looks like it's senile old Batman.
You're feeling it now, aren't you? What the rest of us live with every day. Your own mortality. But I didn't have to go easy on you. A different binding agent, a stronger mix. I want you to remember that. I wanted to remind you to stay out of my way. In all the years to come, in your most private moments. I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
Wait, means I'm not Superman.
You suck.
Holy balls, Batman. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at a DC Comics Multiverse figure, and it's the Walgreens exclusive Dark Knight Returns Flash. I guess this would be, what, The Dark Knight Returns Strikes Back, or DKR2, or whatever that horrible sequel that Frank Miller wrote for DC to The Dark Knight Rises. It was a terrible book, but at least we got an interesting figure out of it. So this is the Flash from that book, which is why he looks kind of weird. It is a Walgreens exclusive that at the time of the recording obviously is out and about, and it comes with an unmasked Bruce Wayne head for the battle armor Batman, which is really cool, and it comes with a Micron, which is pretty neat. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have the Walgreens exclusive Flash in packaging. He's got Bruce Wayne's head, he's got his little shorty shorts and his little shorty shirt, and then he comes with the Atom, which is pretty cool. We get some artwork of him down there. It says the Flash and the Atom, and then a bunch of warnings. It says DC Multiverse up there on the side of the package. We get the artwork and a little bio. This side of the package really doesn't have anything, so yeah, DC Multiverse. There he is. There are his accessories, and there's the artwork, all that kind of good garbledy-goo. Here's the artwork on the side, and then if you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. Back of the packaging, it's got kind of a mix of a few different lineups here, which is kind of interesting. Wonder Woman, I have not seen her yet. Of course, you got Superman, Batman in the armor, Robin, which I've done reviews on all those. The Mutant Leader, I have yet to pick up. I need to get him, and the Joker, which I did pick up as well, which is pretty cool. And of course, we've got the Flash right there. So there is the Flash, there is the Atom, and then here are the other figures it says that you can get, which is pretty neat, I guess. And then that really does it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get the Flash out of box and see what we think. So here we have the Flash out of the packaging, and I gotta say, I like this figure a lot more than I thought I was going to. This can be used easily to make another Flash figure. All you got to do is change out the boots, I think, and you're good to go, because most of the paint is deco on there. And I will say, the funny thing about the sneakers there, they look super goofy, big, and bulky, but that's the way they looked in the comic. This actually looks better, I think, than the comic book character did, which is kind of funny. He also comes with the Atom and the maskless Bruce Wayne head, which is damn cool. Now, what I like about the Atom is he stands really, really well, which is nice because a lot of times these little figures are so warped that they won't stand right. So I'm just going to kind of show him close up real quick. So he's painted pretty well. I like him. Looks pretty good. Unfortunately, he is not articulated. I would have liked it if the head would have turned and the arms would have at least swiveled at the shoulders and the legs at the hips. That would have been nice, but alas, we did not get that. So, I mean, it's kind of cool that we get the guy anyway, but a little articulation would have been nice. And yeah, so, and then we have Bruce Wayne's head sculpt right here. So just kind of, yeah, there he is. Love all the paint deco on there. That looks super sick, super nice. I will definitely put this onto Batman's body, and we'll take a look at that as well. So the Flash himself here. So here he is. Articulation on the guy. He has a ball joint, so he looks up just a little bit, not much down. His head does move all the way around, which is cool. His arms do spin all the way around. They go out about that far. There's a twist at the upper arm. A single jointed elbow, like most Mattel figures. His hands spin. Unfortunately, there is no hinge at the wrist. He does have a diaphragm here, but it looks that far up and then looks that far down, so not too terribly far. I wish it was a little higher. He does have a twist at the waist, which is nice. He can kick that far forward. He can kick about that far back. He does have cutouts for his legs, so he can do the super huge splits, which that comes into play when you go to pose him in a running mode, which is kind of cool. And then he's got a single jointed knee. And then a single joint at the ankle, nothing at the upper thigh, and no ankle pivot, which is unfortunate, but hey, that's what we're used to with Marvel Legends. That's what these guys are supposed to be competing with. So I wish Mattel would come up with the articulation a little bit, but I do gotta say, I think their paint jobs are a little bit better than the Marvel Legends. Alright, so taking a look at the Bruce Wayne figure himself, just kind of to show. This is what the helmeted head looks like next to the unmasked head, so it's definitely pretty cool. I like the detail here. Looks pretty decent. Now, as far as articulation, I mean, and it looks really good sitting inside there. So articulation doesn't really have much. I mean, he can look down. He doesn't really look up at all much, and he can look left to right. So you can get him some pretty decent poses. The one thing, though, is I wish he had some blood running off from his nose. You could probably customize that pretty easily with a little bit of red paint because that's, well, when we see him unmasked like that, he's got the broken bloody nose that Superman gave him during the fight. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I like the sculpt. I think it looks better than the comic book, but it is pretty comic accurate. I like the black, I like the thunderbolts on the side of the head, the mask looks good, I like the design on his chest. He's got the short sleeves with the lightning bolts on there. Again, it looks kind of goofy, but that's the way he looked in the comic. I mean, he's kind of a semi-glossed black across the body sculpt. His body is a little bit more glossy than the arms are, but it doesn't look too terribly bad. I'm definitely digging the way they sculpted it. I just wish he had a little bit more articulation in those elbows. I'm just used to the Marvel Legends with their double elbow joints, but overall, I think they did a good job with this sculpt. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, they've got everything accurate to the comic. He's in his little shorty shorts with the lightning bolts painted around. The paint on it's very, very clean. Something I'm pretty expectant on the Mattel figures. They do a good job on it. Again, it's just a black suit, but it's got all the muscles sculpted in properly. Again, it's the articulation that it's lacking in the wrists. I wish we had a hinge there. The waist and the legs, not too terribly bad, but Mattel's got those weird cutouts, which is a bit of a shame, but I guess it works. And finally, taking a look at the feet, this is where it could have used a little bit more paint. I think some black wash or something in the boots would have helped. They're very, very yellow. They're big and clunky sneakers, which I really like because it looks like the comic book. And it helps him stand really well, which is nice, especially when you get him into a running pose. He's got the lightning bolts on the back of the shoes, and they're soft rubber, so they need heated up to be straightened out. I really didn't care to do that, so I just kind of left them the way they are. But the detail on the shoes just look really, really nice when you look at them close up. They actually have, if I can get them to focus here. All right, so here we have the shoes. They've got the lightning bolts along the side of the shoes, which I really like. And he's got the treads, which are also lightning bolts. And that is really, really cool. I just think they did a good job with that. A lot of fun. Definitely looks like the comics, and you can't really ask for too much more, I suppose. So taking a closer look at the Unmasked Bruce Wayne, I like this head sculpt. I think they did a good job with it. I think it looks like the comics. I think the paint apps are awesome. I love the face sculpt. The hair, it's gray, and it's got the lighter gray dry brush on it. I think that is amazeballs. And I will say, getting the head sculpt off of this figure is a pain in the tuchus. It will come off, just give it some time, and you kind of have to work it back and forth. You may want to heat it up, it might come off a little bit easier. But once you do get the helmet off of Batman, the head sculpt here pops on really, really easy. So it's definitely worth picking up another Batman. At the time of the recording, this Batman's on sale at Walmart for like 16 bucks. So you can get the body for 16 and then get the head sculpt with the Flash. For comparison, here we have the Dark Knight Returns 2 Flash with the Dark Knight Returns Batman with the unmasked Bruce Wayne head. Which is very, very cool. So he is scaled pretty accurately. I mean, he's a thinner body figure, which is right compared to the Batman figure, so I'm definitely digging that. Love the sculpt, and I expect to see the sculpt used again in the future on a different figure. So here we have the Flash in a running pose and Batman in a punching pose and the Atom just kind of standing there. So it is kind of nice. You can get the Flash into this pose, but he's definitely going to need a stand because he may not stay there very long. He does tend to want to wobble over, but he does look cool when you get him in this pose and he's balanced properly. You want to have his arms out a bit and tilted on the hip, and he should stand there pretty decent, but again, you may need to have a stand, FYI. So is the Dark Knight Returns Flash Walgreens exclusive and the Atom something you want in your DC collection? If you're looking for the unmasked Batman, you got to get him to get that head sculpt. If you're a Flash completist, this might be something you want to pick up. If you're a Dark Knight Returns completist, this is something you definitely want to pick up because you can get the alternate head for Bruce Wayne, you get this figure, and you get the Atom. That unto itself, I think, makes a great exclusive set. I love exclusive figures, so I definitely had to pick him up just for that alone, but he came with the alternate head for Bruce Wayne, which is very cool, and now I'm just going to have to get another armored Batman, so I can have one with a helmet and one without, because it looks that cool. You know, as far as the Flash, is this my favorite Flash? No, but I do like the body sculpt. I like the design. I think it works really, really well, and you know, it looks like the comics. So if I'm going to complete my Dark Knight Returns set, which I'm probably going to at this point, he's definitely a must-have. So if you do see him out on the shelf, I think he's definitely worth the $20. He's going, at the time of this recording, for about $30 to $40, and I got a feeling the price is just going to go up on him. So if you see him, it's something you're thinking about, just go ahead and pick him up. So there he is, the Flash, the Walgreens exclusive from DC Comics Multiverse.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.